Hello students, today we are going to study class 7 biology and please turn back to page number 55 of your textbook. Okay, page number 55. Today we are going to deal with topic phylum Mollusca. Okay. So phylum molluscus soft. So what does this molluscus means? Means soft. Soft means delicate. Okay, softness is there. Body is divisible into an anterior head, a ventral muscular foot and a hard dorsal visceral mass. Okay, so the body of the mollusca, the members who comprises the phylum mollusca, their body is divided into three basic regions, that is head, foot and the back portion. So the anterior head, it means towards the head portion or the front portion is divided into the head. The ventral muscular foot, okay, ventral below, okay, is foot and hard dorsal visceral mass. And this dorsal mass, okay, this visceral mass, okay, is hard, okay. The entire body is covered by a fold of thin skin called mantle. So their body is covered by a fold of thin skin. Okay, they had the fold, okay, of a thin skin. The skin is very thin, is called mantle, which secretes a hard calcareous cells of one or more pieces. So what is this, students? Actually this mantle is the portion from which the shell arises, and the shell of the animals may be in one or two parts. And calcareous, it means the calciums, made up of calcium, okay, calcium rich shell is there, okay. Foot is mainly used in locomotion, and the main function of the foot is for the purpose of locomotion. Locomotion, you people understand, it means movement of the animal from one place to another. So for the movement they are using what? They are using foot for their locomotion as their locomotory organ in order to move from one place to the another. You have to just understood the 2-3 points from here. First point, that their body is divided into head, that foot and then visceral mass, okay. And from this visceral mass, the mantle is a fold of skin. The entire body the mollusca is covered by a thin skin called mantle, and from mantle shell arises, and for locomotion they are using foot, okay. Coming to the second point, body cavity is hemicoil. True coelom is reduced and restricted to the pericardial cavity and the lumen of the gonads and nephridia. So body cavity is hemicoil. What does it mean? It means hemicoils means filled with blood. So the cavity in their body is filled with the blood. As I told you, they don't have the very well differentiated organ system for different functions. So in a cavity portions, most of the functioning is happening over there. So their body cavity is filled with the blood. Now the coelom, okay, is reduced. It means reduced. The size is less and it's restricted and it's present only in the pericardial cavity. Okay, this true coelom is present only in the pericardial cavity. And the lumens of gonads and nephridia, in these three positions they are present. This true coelom, okay, is present in pericardial cavity and in the lumens of gonads and nephridia. In these three locations they are found and they are reduced, okay, the size is less. Now third point is digestive tract has a simple structure. They don't have very well differentiated, very well highly specialized digestive system. Only this digestive tract is there, okay, and that too it has a very simple structure. No complications is there. For example, in human beings we have such a complex digestive system. Now we eat the food through our mouth, okay, mixed with the saliva in the mouth, then it's followed the alimentary canals where it's mixed with different types of juices and finally it's removed out, okay. So we have somewhat a very complex process of digestion, but here a digestive tract is present. Whatever is taken, it's digested over there. What is this waste, it's removed out, and its structure is very simple. Respiration through gills called synadia, mantle or a lung of the mantle. So they are respiring through the gills, mantle or lungs. They can respire through gills, lungs or mantle. Okay. Now the circulatory system is open except in cephalopods. So what is happening in this mollusca phylum? Most of the animals, they have their circulatory system open, okay, except cephalopods. So first of all, you people need to understand what is open circulatory system. What does this open circulatory system means? So what does it means? Ki when the blood is flowing through the circulatory system, the blood is not stored, or it's enclosed within the blood vessels. But in spite of blood vessels, the blood is stored in a place which is known as a cavity. Okay. So the blood is not stored in the blood vessels. The blood is from the via blood vessels. It's being stored in a cavity. So this kind of system where the blood is being stored in a cavity is known as the open circulatory system, except in cephalopods where it's closed. So what are the cephalopods? Octopus, all these, they have the closed circulatory system where the blood is present in the blood vessels. Not it's enclosed in a cavity. Okay. Now excretion by a pair of kidneys. How they're excreting the waste substances? If they are having it after digestions, finally the undigested food, the waste is being removed through the pair of kidneys. They have a pair of kidneys. Sexes are usually separate. So male and female sexes are separate. They are not combined, not they are present in a single organism. Okay. Now sensory organs of touch, smell, taste, equilibrium and vision in some. So sensory organs, for example, in human beings, we have a different well developed sense organs through which we can sense, feel so many different kinds of things now. But in this phylum Mollusca, only few members have the senses for feel these very things, smell, touch and taste, and most of them, they don't have this well developed sense organs. Okay. Now aquatic, mostly marine, few freshwater and some terrestrial. So this phylum Mollusca members, some are found in aquatic. Okay, most of them are aquatic. Okay, they are found inside under the water. Mostly marine. Most of them are marine, that means found in the salty water resources. Few are freshwater, where the salt concentration is less. In such kind of habitat also they are found. And some are terrestrial. Some of them are also found in the terrestrial portions. Have you seen the snails? Okay, in this rainy season it's very common, prevalent, especially in Jharkhand area. So that snail is a member of this phylum Mollusca. Okay, octopus is also the member of this phylum. Okay, fine. Hopefully you people must have understood all these very 9 points. Okay, your homework is, you are supposed to learn all the important points, and you have to learn the characteristic features of the phylum Mollusca. It means you have to learn all the 9 points. Okay, that will be your today's homework. Thank you, children.